The theme of this rally is Stop Socialism, Choose Freedom. We've heard a lot about socialism from different members of Congress over the last year. And we hear more and more about it every single day. The man who is about to speak to you, I actually met in my neighborhood on an Uber ride to the airport. And I wound up getting him as an Uber driver more than one time, and we talked about his experience when he was in Venezuela and what he experienced and why he's here in America today. He's lived under socialism. He understands what can happen with socialism, and he does not want to see that happen here in America. We actually have done a mini documentary about this man. If you go to our teaparty10.com website, you'll see the video there. Make sure it's a 9-minute video. Take time to watch it and share it with others so they can learn more about what's happened in Venezuela. So please join me in welcoming Oskar Arreaza Hernandez. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, everybody. Yeah, I'm Venezuelan. I live it. I've been here for, thank you. I've been here for about 5 years in the United States. Still have family down there, okay? Brothers, sisters, cousins, everybody, I grew up and studied, went to school down there. But I want to start asking, how can the richest country in South America become the poorest country in South America? In our case, and many cases, there is only one answer, one word: socialism. Chavez started his campaign in 1998. He started making promises: free press, health, improve of health, equity, eradicate poor people, help homeless kids. I mean, he sold himself pretty good, okay? And he never wear his military uniform. He always wear like a suit and a tie. After he won, he changed that suit and he started using his military uniform. And about the free press, well, I'm gonna move in time, like try to do a snapshot of today, the results after 20 years. There is no free press, basically. Every new TV station, radio station, or newspaper that wasn't friendly with the regime, he either bought it or make them close. Like, pressing, if you don't sell it, I raise your taxes, I just, make you close, basically. So right now there is no free press. Also the check and balance between government, not at all today. The Supreme Court, it's an extension of his political party. Even the president of the Supreme Court, he's got this criminal background for murder twice. The electoral, in our country, electoral office is another power of the government, okay? That office also belongs to the political party of the Chavez and now Maduro. They're about the same. And everything that we're living right now is not only Maduro's fault. Everything came with Chavez, okay? Everybody, when he won, most of the people, I guess it was like 60 or 65% of the people voted for Chavez. That's why he won. And the rest of the people, the rest of us, we said, maybe we're gonna get like Cuba, we're gonna get, control what we eat, what we do, what we watch. And they said, no, we ain't gonna get like Cuba. That's not gonna happen, never, ever. After 20 years, it did happen. I told you already about the government, the check and balance, but I want to move forward to health. There is no medications right now. People are dying. People who has cancer, they don't find the chemo treatment, dialysis. They don't. I mean, the equipments are all broken, out of service. Only a few are in working conditions, and people have to make lines, long lines, to get dialyzed. And as you can understand it, I mean, people cannot wait to get a dialysis, so they just passed away, and that's really sad, you know, for our people, and and most for the older, the senior people, that they work really hard in their youngest ages, and now they have nothing to retire. There is no reward of their job, so it's very sad for the senior people. And I'm basically referring to my in-laws. For example, he's a doctor, teacher of the University of Health Medicine College School. And now, I mean, he's going through Parkinson stages, and no medication he can find. So he's just one out of, you know, many. More than 6 million people have left the country. That's 20% of our population, which is 30 million people. Okay. The oil company, whoa, that's like the bank of the regime, okay? And they fired, well, Chavez fired in 2002 over 20,000 workers. But they were not regular workers. That was like the head of the company, the brain power of the company. Out of 40,000 employees that it had, he fired 20,000. Now, the company has over 100,000 employees. They know nothing about exploration, subtraction, or processing the oil. That's why our production fell in 1998, was 3,500 million barrels a day. Right now, it's down to 700,000 barrels a day. Our goal back then, in 1998, it was to reach 5 million barrels a day. But instead, we dropped down to 700. All of that, I mean, the government used it to buy other conscience, like other countries, like giving free oil to Cuba in exchange of doctors. We do have better doctors in Venezuela, and now we are floated with over 25,000 Cubans in our country that are ruling the country. They do give orders. Not all of them are doctors, okay? They do give orders to our military, to our government. They control the cities. I mean, it's like an invasion, and if people say that we're not taken by any strange country, well, we are. Right now, we are. The power grid. It's amazing how a few month ago, I heard my family saying that how many hours they had without power. 2 days ago, I talked to one of my brothers, and he was telling me how many hours he actually had power. Well, it's like cooking a frog slowly, all right? It's like when you look in the mirror yourself and you see no changes in time, but when you look at this picture 10 years ago, oh, how much hair I had, you know? Whoa, I was a good-looking guy. So, well, anyways, today Today, I think that the war against socialism and communism, that for me is about the same. I think we're losing it, okay? Because Cuba used to be the only country with that kind of regime for 60 years, around 60 years. Now they extended their arms to Venezuela, and Venezuela is the gate to South America, and also the bank, okay, to finance them and their purposes. Also, they reach out to Nicaragua. So there is a triangle, and Nicaragua means like the gate for Central America. So we do have to stop socialism, okay, and that requires union, teamwork, and I know Americans are pretty good at teamwork, and that gives you the force you have. So I'm counting on it. And to close, I would like to say words that came from Simón Bolívar. I guess some of you know who Simón Bolívar was. And he said that freedom, it's very lightweight and also hard to balance, even for the most advanced nations. Okay, so let's stop socialism, all right? Thank you.